What is up, guys? Welcome back. We're going to be doing our Dopey update. We did our first one like over a month ago, so now we're coming back to talk about how our training's going. We have some kind of different things going on with our training as well.
Oh, you do? Yes, he does.
So it is now the end of October. We are gearing up for Wine and Dine next weekend. I'm looking to actually race one of those races just to see kind of where I'm at time-wise. The 10K and then the half I'll just do for fun. We're kind of going to go through, talk about how our training's going, what we've been working on, some of our workouts, and kind of what we're looking forward to moving towards Dopey.
Okay, so the last time we filmed a training update, or our first training update really is what it was, I was talking about how I was switching over to the Hal Higdon plan. So I think that was about 2 weeks into the plan, maybe 1 week into the plan. So it's been a little over a month doing that. And so far, doing, I would say, B+ at it. Getting most of the runs in, as happens to us a lot. I had a little bit of life happen the past week and a half or so, which kind of threw me off, but having the plan kind of clear and laid out for me, getting back onto it isn't too bad. One of the things that you had mentioned kind of when I decided to go with that plan is it does give you a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more just opportunities to kind of move things up, down a little bit. So other than this literal past week and a half, it's been great. I'm about to finish October with like my highest mileage month ever, which I'm very proud of. It's my highest by a lot. And I think, I said this in the last video as well, I think the increase in mileage for me is going to make a real difference in my plan. Another thing that I've attempted to mix in every week, I only had one really good week of doing it before, again, life kind of threw me off a little bit, was doing at least one really good day of like outside speed work, kind of along our straightaway quarter-mile run that we have here is a really good spot to just go out in the morning and do about 2 miles worth of repeats. I really like doing that. And I think that speed work mixed with this increase in miles is gonna do really well. We have Wine and Dine 13 miles next weekend. If I'm feeling up to it, afterwards I would like to try to get the additional 4 miles to knock out the 17. If not, I'll probably do the 17 within a week or two of Wine and Dine. We're gonna see how I feel after that race. It's gonna be really hot. I might not feel up to it. We'll see. Other than that, I've been hitting most of the workouts. Probably my next thing that I really want to add in more consistently is strength work, and you've been kind of inspiring me to do that because he's started doing strength work.
Yep.
Yeah, so talk about your plan.
Yeah, so when we last talked, I was also following a Hal Higdon plan, but I actually recently reached out to a local, pretty well-known coach in our area and kind of hired him on. So now he is actually writing my plans. Dopey is not necessarily like any sort of goal race for us. So marathon training is actually looking quite a bit differently for me now. I'm not going to have quite the volume of long runs, but my running volume is still increasing, just a little bit different. So I did, my longest run in October was 16 miles. It's actually probably been my best long run that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I could have probably ran, another 6-7 miles and like felt pretty strong.
Yep.
That was actually right before we started with the training plan with my coach. Now I'm actually not doing quite the volume for my long runs, but a lot of my long runs are also quality sessions. So there's some sort of speed, whether it's slowly ramping up speed throughout it, or sometimes the last like couple miles might be at X pace. I've been really enjoying it. I kind of like not really having to look at what I'm doing. Basically everything we do is through an app, and I do see him because he is local, but it's pretty much just open the app. What do I have to run today? All right, let's go and do it, and then you hit done. A couple other things I like. Hasn't included like strength workout twice a week, very simple to follow, pretty much everything I'm able to do at home with what we have. So I am excited about this. With that, we did add some additional races to the calendar on top of doing the RunDisney races. I'm running the Celebration Half Marathon, which is at the end of January.
Did you tell me you were running that?
Yes.
I don't remember you telling me that.
Yes, we talked about it.
When?
a while ago. I'm registered for it.
Oh. Do we have? I want to do one.
You can do it.
I remember this because I remember thinking that's really close to doing Dopey.
It is. It's at the end of the month. Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, so anyways, point of Dopey is now to kind of just get through it, feel strong. What?
That's my goal. Get through it, feel strong.
Yeah, it's to feel strong and not be overused once we get through that marathon. That marathon, along with like anything for that weekend, is not any sort of goal race. And then the celebration half is going to be more of a goal half marathon race. And then the big race for us is actually going to be the Eugene Marathon at the end of April, so about 2 weeks after Springtime Surprise.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like kind of a big goal marathon for me this year.
Yeah, and I decided that I'm going to do the half marathon at Eugene.
Yes.
I don't do a lot of races outside of Disney for probably very obvious reasons, but I'm excited to kind of make this a goal race for me as well. That's obviously after all the Disney races have wrapped up, so that'll probably be when I'm in the best running shape after a full season of training and running and stuff. So we might try to go for a PR.
Overall, it's been really cool kind of changing up plans, having different goals. You know, I feel really good about Dopey. A lot of my long runs, you know, in the past few weeks have really been some of my strongest long runs ever. I knocked out 12 miles this morning, felt great. So all that to kind of say, like, my December won't really be full of like a bunch of these like 20-mile runs. And I think that will be okay for kind of what we're looking forward to doing here.
So I think my plan for the next couple of months is like checking off just the different distances. Obviously I want to do at least a 17, 18, 20 or a 17, 19, 20. If I can do all four, maybe, but I don't know if I have enough time to fit a 17, 18, 19, 20.
With winding down coming up, I think we both have kind of easier weeks. I did 12 miles today, pretty easy pace, no like speed work in there. I have kind of an easier speed work session in the middle of the week. The rest of the week is pretty easy, standard runs, all between like 4 and 6 miles, and then I have rest that Friday before.
I did 6 miles yesterday, about 11 miles today. I was honestly just trying to kind of ease myself back into it after I had this week where I was off. Tomorrow I would like to do 8 miles, because if I do 8 miles, that'll bring me to 100 miles for October, which is just a fun number. And then I would like to do 4 or 5 miles Tuesday, 4 miles Wednesday, and then maybe just like a mile or 2 Thursday walk, or do something, you know, it's kind of that day we have the expo, so we'll be walking around and stuff, but just a little something to keep moving.
Yep.
Probably won't do too much Friday, and then we got our races.
Another thing that we've both tried is we've both changed our nutrition plans recently. Gel-wise, I've actually switched to the Huma gels. The mango one has been my favorite, but they're all pretty consistently like easy on the stomach. They're a little bit more viscous than some of the other gels, so I find them a little bit easier to take. And then another thing I also do occasionally use is the Tailwind nutrition, like the liquid nutrition. I really like that a lot. However, that won't really be something I can fit into a race day plan, because then that would require me to like carry my own hydration the entire time. So I kind of mix it up between both of those, but the Huma gels have been like a refreshing mix up for me.
Nice. I've tried a lot of different things. I can tell you real quickly the ones I don't like. I tried the Martins and I liked the flavor of pretty much an unflavored thing. Could not get with the texture of that one. I tried the goo blocks, similar to the honey stinger chews. Actually, I tried this today, and for the honey stingers being essentially the same type of thing, those are better in my opinion. Tried several different types of like gels to find ones that I could stomach, and the 2 winners that I have found so far are the Goo Roctane Pineapple and the Goo Roctane Lemonade. They don't have caffeine in it, which is what I was looking for, because the chews that I like most often have caffeine in them. That's just what tends to be in stock, are the ones with caffeine. So those are winners as far as the gels go. So I'm very happy to have found 2 different flavors of gels that I can do. That'll be really helpful, especially during the marathon distances, just to have something different than the chews. And I've also tried out the Honey Stinger waffles again. I tried them years ago and they weren't my thing. Decided to try them again, and actually they're working really well this time. Probably for half marathons, I think I'll take a couple of the minis just to have before the race as something to tide me over, but I think I might carry a couple during the marathon as like a partway through something that isn't gooey.
Alright, I think that about catches us up. We'll probably maybe just try to do another video like towards the end of November. Just keep this consistent with once a month. Yep, and then that'll bring us pretty much up to the Dopey challenge. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all of that fun YouTubey stuff, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.